Hello, my name is Sheldon. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Jerusalem. In previous episode, we managed to win the war against Venice. I mean, it was a kind of bloody war and all that. We're kind of setting up to do another war against Ottomans soon. Although we kind of want to do the coring done, or set all the cores going first and all that, because otherwise things might get delayed a little bit. Now, admittedly, part of that may have been since we started doing conversions already from the get-go. Admittedly, that gives a lot of papal influence, which is not bad at all. Get us a bit more mercantilism, so we should have now 20% if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we do. So that does increase the local trade power by 40%, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So overall, we should have fairly good... Oh yeah, we got 61% in Constantinople now, which is our main trade port. There we go, that's another conversion done. So there's not much conversions that we can do right now, other than 2 cores that we're currently constructing. Once those are completed... But there we go, that's another one that we can set up. So overall, we got a fairly good area now. Funnily enough, our name is now in over the Aegean Sea mostly. But that's where we have the most areas anyway, so I suppose that makes sense. So at the end of the last episode, Venetians joined in the Protestant League. I believe... Well, I suppose Austria is the leader. Oh. Austria is asking for 160 ducats. You know what? I'll do it. Because I don't want to reduce the relations with them too much right now. Speaking of which, we should probably increase the relations with them overall. They do want some of my provinces, admittedly. And our trust is, well, it's a 50, so it's not too bad in the end. We've got a lot of favours with them, admittedly. I suppose one way, well, maybe not. I was just thinking, like, one way that I could maybe try forming, or get papal states as a vassal is first conquering them, destroying all of that, but that might be bad. Oh! I didn't realise Netherlands is a thing. Alright then, are they fighting a... No, they're not even fighting a war right now. Okay. They're getting a bit of influence in there, that's for sure. So we could get the mill tech, but we're also not that far off from maybe getting printing press present in some provinces. It's going to be quite expensive right now. But I suspect that once it's spread into a few provinces, it'll be spreading a lot faster into other provinces nearby as well. So I'm sure that that will get sorted out soon enough. We might maybe get rid of the... spy network in Mamluk territory. We can maybe go ahead and just land at the merchants, I suppose. So we're not wasting the points that we had there. There we go, that's at least one set of things sorted. Getting that mill tech before the war would be quite nice, to be fair. Oh, Austria decided to accept knowledge sharing from Württemberg. Oh. Priests are preaching heresy. We are going to crack down on it to keep the clergy loyal. I mean, we could maybe start reducing the oversight by the clergy. Although, well, first of all, let's seize some lands. I have 69% of crown lands. That's already quite nice. And then we could maybe get rid of the oversight by the clergy. I mean, it is quite nice, but it's also minus 10 absolutism. A religious state, I mean, that is something we'll hold on to. And the advisor cost is something that we can hold on to. But the oversight by the clergy we can probably remove. It is going to reduce some of the bonus that we get from them right now. But at the same time, that is yet another thing that we can then get on the max absolutism. Which right now, what is it? It's probably about 40. Yeah, about 40. Which isn't massive. But it's definitely a start. How much over are we on naval force limit? We're actually not over on our naval force limit. We were briefly, but once we got the new territories, I suppose that fixed it. We'll need a lot more admin points to core everything. So Ottomans are allied to Tunis, among other things. Ajam and Tunis, the total amount of troops that they have isn't actually all that massive, and I could invite basically anyone into the war against them. Well, actually... to fight the Tunisians, how much troops they have? They only got 2,000 men, so we might be able to deal with that with just the Marines, quite frankly. Transport that over to Tunis. Ooh, another government reform. Right, what's the next one? Clergy in administration. Reduces yearly corruption and all in estates influence modifiers. So, subservient bureaucrats. Zealous administrators. Ability cost modifier goes down, cultural conversion cost goes down, clergy loyalty equilibrium goes up, that's quite nice. Divine nobility, yearly army tradition goes up by a quarter of a point per year. Nobility loyalty goes up, influence goes up, and leaders without upkeep goes up. Mercantile tithe, more trade power, merchant trade power as well goes up. Bourgeoisie is going to be more loyal and more influential. Or monastic breweries. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're going to go with that one. Production of grain goes up by 75% and production of wine goes up by 50%. And goods produced modify extra 10%. So yeah, that is really good money for us, I reckon. Like, you know, getting the better loyalties or reducing corruptions is nice and all that. But making more beer and wine, that's even better. Especially considering what we produce in here. So we've got so many wine producing areas and grain producing areas. That is actually quite significant boost to our income. We're now making 19 ducats per month. So that's not insignificant boost there. Imereti is fighting against Lithuania, Switzerland, Genoa, and Great Horde. I mean, I guess, sure, you could go through my lands. Oh, right, Great Horde is still a thing. But Russia, oh, yeah, Russia is starting to be pretty strong, and they are fighting against Lithuania. Oh, they are allied to Imereti, right, that's what's happening there. Is Austria in that? No, 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 no. So it's probably against Imereti or something, or Imereti maybe declared the war. No, no, Imereti has been probably called into that. Is that... Let's see, Russian conquest of Azov. Oh, right. So Genoa called in their allies, which is Lithuania and Switzerland. That makes a lot more sense. Right, we should be able to start coring Naxos in a bit. That's going to be another province that we don't need to... Well, we do need to core it. We don't need to core it too quickly, admittedly. We've already got Corfu and Ohrid coring. Ooh, and Austria is the Emperor once again. Good on them. Good to be allied to the Emperor as well. So yeah, we're making 20 ducats now. Oh, there's another conversion done. Now, admittedly, we're not paying a lot per conversion. Actually, we're not paying any... Well, actually, we don't have any missionaries out right now, so that might explain why we're not paying for any. Should be able to get another... Actually, there might be... Well, we've got most of these modifiers already. I mean, suppose the Sanctioned Dynasty could be quite a nice... Plus the ruler we already have. Able Legate is something that we could do, but we'll probably just keep on increasing the mercantilism with the points right now. That's going to allow us to increase the trade power quite a bit, and we already have 65% in Aleppo. We're pushing most of that to not Alexandria, to Constantinople, where we have another 62% of the trade. Over here, we are not really pushing the trade from Crimea. We're pushing it to somewhere. Oh, East Frisia joined the Republic. Burgundy joined the Republic. Oh my goodness. The Dutch are becoming quite strong there. They're allied to France and Dortmund as well, so yeah, that's pretty decent. Dutch do own a little bit of HRA lands right now, so I think we might end up in a war to help Austrians against them, but we shall see when that happens, if that happens. Ooh, Constantinople is already 80% on the printing press. But we lost the Grand Captain. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. What can we get next? We could get the Commandant on level 1, but that's not too bad. I think we are actually going to take that one. So, extra discipline. Oh, and we get so much mill points. My goodness. I mean, we've got a fairly good ruler for the mill points, I suppose. Not so much on the others. Admittedly, if we start delaying too much, I think what we're going to do, we'll take the mill tech now. It's not ideal to take it right now, but it's still going to be better than nothing. We're going to take the... Probably the small cast iron cannon, actually. We've got these two armies. I suppose that can... You know what, we'll hold both of these armies in here. We can maybe have this army in the south as well. We don't have a general for all of these. Maybe it's time to get some more generals now. 1511, I mean, it's better than nothing. How many generals can we actually afford having? 3. Okay, so we could have another one for the army in here. 5420, okay, that's pretty decent. So yeah, now we've got a good selection of generals. We can probably siege down Ottoman lands quite quickly. We'll probably take a little bit more land in Bulgaria or something. Like if we can take Sofia or something, that'd be nice. Although we don't have the claims there. We've got one in Philippe and Constantine. But we've got these two claims here, and then Aydin is another one that we definitely want to have. And then we'll see what else we can take from them. I mean, there might not be too many areas, let's be honest. Well, no, it's... Yeah, it's mostly these 4, and I suppose Aydin is something that we want to have. So we'll go for those. There's still areas that we probably need to core. I mean, we can do that during the war, at least for the most part. We are going to have a bit of unrest, so we need to keep a bit of an eye on things. But I guess for the time being, we'll be fine. I'm going to stop that mission. And once these armies are in position, we can probably start the war. We'll have our fleet already blockading Sea of Marmara. I don't think the Ottoman trade fleet is going to be much of a problem. And then we got our Marines down here to deal with the Tunisians. Where do they have their capital right now, anyway? Oh, it's Tripoli. Okay, well, that makes sense. We got our trade fleet that can actually blockade Tripoli and all that. And we can seize down that... We can... Oh, right, and we're going to use the naval barrage. Oh, you want... Oh, everyone wants my money right now. I mean, that's kind of the downside of having allies as a large nation. It's everyone's after your money and or manpower. I mean, we're not poor, but I would like to use that money for other things, I'll be honest. Like in praising institution, which in 2 months we'll be able to at least see a bit more on how much we need. Okay, so I think it's... well, since troops are ready, let's go ahead and declare war on Ottomans. I think the war goal is going to be the capital, actually. Does Tunis have any allies? Oh, okay, that's not going to be an option then. So, yeah, the capital is going to be the main goal. Technically speaking, we could go for the Holy War. It's less aggressive expansion for the provinces. We can still take all the provinces that we want. We can go for that one. And I don't know if we want to call in Austria right now. I think we could maybe call Spain. We haven't utilized them. And maybe Papal States as well. Might be a bit of an overkill, admittedly, but, you know, Papal State can get a bit of riches out of it, hopefully. Oh, let's go. There's still other allies, of course, that we could call in, but I don't think we really need to. It's the thing. So this is with the 8 cannons, actually. I'm going to send that over there. You can go over here. We've got our trade fleets over here, probably sinking a few Ottoman ships soon. Very soon, in fact. Now, this one could probably go to Urfa. So, how much armies do they have? They got a decent bit total. Ajam is over there. Oh, they do have a bit of an army there. So we do need to keep a bit of an eye on what is exactly happening in here. Especially in the Far East. I mean, these armies can deal... Oh, there we go. We get the Crusade as well. Excellent. So that's 12,000 men. They're going to probably Isel. Ooh, that's actually a bit more than that. Alright then. Well, first of all, we can do the naval barrage for free in here, so let's do that. That's going to give us quite a chunk of extra boost there, and we get the +2 from blockades. Actually, we can get that as a +3 for the... Well, as soon as we get more splendor, which we're not getting all that fast, unfortunately. We have converted another nation, have we? When did we do... Oh, it must have been one of the deals with, I don't know, with Augsburg, maybe? Yeah, with Augsburg, I think. They converted... It wasn't silly, I don't think. In Salzburg, we never actually made a truce with them. Well, regardless. At least we got another thing for the Splendor stuff. And that's the first war goal, or not really war goal, but first province seized down already. And then we got another 2. And we already seized down the capital in 31 days. My goodness. And it seems like we've got printing press already in a few places. In Athens and Constantinople, at least. And is it... Where is the last one, actually? Ah, Rhodes, okay. So we need 1,600 ducats right now to impress the institution. But at the same time, now that it's present in few places, it's going to be spreading a lot faster in areas. Well, not necessarily that much faster, but it's going to at least start spreading, which is already a good thing. But the cardinal places, I mean, actually, is there any... I suppose Tunis is still getting it, right? Yeah, it's getting 3.8 per month, so that's going to be there in 3 months. After that, it's going to start spreading over here a bit faster as well. So that's good. I guess what we'll do is we'll start taking these troops south. We got the capital, seize down Urfa. Move this one back a little bit. Sort of behind Antioch right now. Oh, right, we got our new ruler. And we also sank their entire fleet. That's good. We could take the Papal Protege, but at the same time, we could just, you know, let the dice... Or let fate decide. Or if we go for the Merchant Son, that would give us a bit more money, actually. That's not a bad idea. We'll go with that one. 332, I mean, it's not massive, but it's definitely better than nothing. And we can start coring Negroponte. Uh-oh. The League War has started. I mean, I guess we will join, although how massive is that war? Let's pull that to the side. Oh, Poland declared war on Austria, Religious League. Ah, okay. So Austria, who are you fighting? France, Poland, Brandenburg, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Lubeck, Hesse, Serbia, Venice. You do have Naples on your side there. Interesting. Was Castile not part of the... No, they weren't part of the leagues there. Dutch should be. Oh yeah, the Dutch are, and Great Britain is there. Russia is there. Okay, so I think it's going to be quite a bit of fighting. We will join in there. I'm sure they will be mostly fine. Oh, we're fighting some French ships here now. Well, that's too bad. We can actually still use the naval barrage on the Tunisian capital. Right, so that means that we can't actually get all the cores done on Crete and Saruhan before Venetians have been pushed out of the war. Okay, so that might complicate things a little bit. I'm actually going to go ahead and start fighting off the army of the Ottomans in here, because we need to get the ticking war score on our side as soon as possible. So the sooner we can beat down the army there... Oh, there we go. Beat down another fleet, at least. I suppose this fleet is not really required in here. I can take the... Let's go ahead and figure out some of these very damaged ships. Leave these behind. Because the transport fleet can be left behind in general. But we can send these ships out to sink the Venetian fleet again. While things are getting sorted out. So let's have a look at the army sizes. So our size does have a larger army by about, I don't know, 80 or 70,000 men total. Somewhere around there. So this is fairly significant. Our side also has a lot more ships. Actually, not that much more. We do have more, but not much more. And thus far there's been 3 battles. There's been 1 naval battle between the French and the British, and then 1 naval battle between the Venetians and the Austrians. Admittedly, this is going to be quite an easy victory for us, I reckon. I mean, it's only transports that we have in there. We actually captured one of the light ships. And there's going to be Tunisians that are kind of stuck there right now, okay. Ooh, Spokemania Secretive. A charismatic negotiator. Well, well, well. I'm gonna send in these 2 armies to fight off the Ottomans. They have Militech 13 as well. Oh, France is the courier controller. Oh, is speaking of courier controller, is Papal States part of that? No, they're not part of the war against the Protestant League. Tripoli has been seized down. Right, so Tunis, they are still quite happy. Is the battle... Oh, battle has started. Our troops are going to be arriving there shortly. We're on the defense. They got a bit more artillery than we do, but we got a wider front. So we can deal damage from... Well, we did actually take more damage than they did. But we won the battle. That is what is most important. That is at least 1 battle done. I suppose you can go to there. And where's the... Oh, you can go to Karaman, I suppose. Oh, there's 20,000 men over there. How's Ajam's troop quality, actually? They got Militech 13, so it's probably a decent bit. I guess what I could do is I could actually take both of these armies, head east, clear out another enemy army there. They're already a medium enthusiasm. I do wonder, actually, if I could take these 2, that one, and then these 2. That would be a bit of a coalition. They would not take that peace deal yet, because we have not taken any forts in here yet. It's going to be a bit easier said than done right now in this war. Well, these 2 dual wars, as it were. So these got stuck there, which is a bit annoying. I wonder if I move this fleet in there. No. Well, that's going to be stuck there for a while then. So, Tunis, are you... Well, I suppose we've seized down a decent bit of the land. I could maybe... Okay, you don't want to give Tripoli yet. That's understandable. But I will be taking the entire coastline from you, I reckon. Might cause a bit of extra aggressive expansion, and then we'll maybe just take all the money that you're able to give. And maybe I'll take war reparations. So the marine should be enough for the most part. And, ooh. Tunisian provinces gain -2 unrest. That's actually not bad. I could become the defender of the faith. That would give us another missionary, some morale of armies, less war exhaustion, more prestige and papal influence, less missionary maintenance, and more manpower in true faith provinces. So that's not bad. At the same time, we kind of need that money for embracing the institution, I'll be honest. Which we're slowly doing. Very, very slowly. Okay, they are going to get the siege done over there, I reckon. However, we can start going in there already. With both of these armies. I'm actually going to consolidate the regiments on both of these, so at least the fighting troops are going to be full strength. And there's the Ottomans bringing some reinforcements as well. But I think we're going to be there in... Ooh. It's actually going to be bad because they got the river crossing on their side. Still doing a lot of damage. We got fairly good discipline, a lot more morale than they do. But they got a bit higher discipline and better tactics. But there we go. It's a victory. It's a costly victory, mind you. It's a victory nonetheless. I'm almost getting the ticking war score already. So let's have a look at Tunis. They would not take the peace deal yet. We'll need to siege down a lot more than that. A lot more than that, sorry. Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of fighting in here. I'm guessing the... Oh, yeah, there we go. The Russians are sieging down Lithuania, who is... Well, yeah, it's not part of this war, technically speaking. I'm also not really doing this stuff regarding this war. Is this the big fleet that we have? No, it's not. It's our trade fleet that is getting... Well, it's fighting there, let's just say. It's not really getting its backside handed to them. There we go. Now that we bring in our battle fleet there, that's going to be another victory. So it's another superiority war. Which neither side has really gained a lot of from battles. There's -1 on our side right now. It's probably been... Well, it's mostly been naval battles, really. I mean, there's been some other battles as well, but mostly naval battles thus far. Oh, Ottomans are having a pretender rebellion. Oh, yeah, we took a bit of casualties in here, so these armies are not really in shape to do fighting right now. But we need to get out of the war against Tunis and Ottomans as soon as possible. Judging by the looks of it. Let's go to Hamid. Actually, I do want to go to Kylie, so we can get some of that stuff. And we'll just move these to Smyrna right now, so we'll regroup. We can maybe start seizing down some of the areas over here and start also threatening the Serbians a bit with our troops. Oh, the Naples is having their fleet over there in a bit of trouble against the Venetian fleet. But if our fleet can get there in time... Oh, no. Well, we didn't get there in time, I'm afraid. They're moving to Gulf of Taranto, so we can probably catch up with them there. There we go. We got fairly good admiral, and my goodness. Venetian flagship captured. There we go. We got the heavy ship. Ship trade power as well, but it's not necessarily that useful for the combat fleet, I'll be honest, but we can at least blockade the Venetian fleet here right now. They're trying to tease down some of the areas in here, but I don't know if they're going to stay there. Oh, and do we have a fleet? Oh, yeah, we can actually do a naval barrage here. There we go. Plus, we got some ships there waiting, so that's actually good. Because we can still do the blockade there, we get the +2 on the siege. Plus we get the +3 from the barrage and all that. So yeah, this should be fairly quick, well, relatively quick siege. It's not quite as quick as I was hoping for. Definitely better than nothing. Oh, alright, and the Spanish are in the war against Ottomans and Tunis and Ajan, but not against the French and all that, which does give the French quite a bit of advantage in the League War right now. Especially fighting against the Dutch over there. A little bit concerning, I'll do admit. Ooh, there's 16,000 men right there. Where's the armies? Okay, we've got 25,000 men already reinforced. We will be winning this siege down hopefully soon. I don't think the Ottomans are willing to give me areas quite yet. I mean, suppose we need to... Well, as soon as Giurgiu is sieged down, that'll probably help quite a bit. Oh dear, Venetians have sieged down alright. Which means that the coring is not going to go... Well, I suppose it wasn't going to go forward anyway. Oh, Memming is already out of the war. Oh, and that was on the enemy side. Okay, that's one enemy out of the war. I gained 4 ducats from that. There we go. Venice has already been sieged down. There we go, that's another province sieged down over here as well. I suspect that Tunis might be willing to take a peace deal soon. Not quite yet, but yeah, it's not too far off. If we just siege down the rest of these, that should be fine. It's already 64% siege over here. Oh, and there we go. Oh no, they did de-siege, or re-siege that, rather. We'll regroup these armies in here, I suppose. Maybe do a little bit of sieging at least, and that is probably going to be done fairly shortly. There we go. So the Ottomans, I mean, we do not have the ticking war score, and we still need to get the fort over here sieged down, but after that, we might already be able to get a peace deal with them. Although we might want to get a bit of cash as well out of them, just for the heck of it. We'll take the peace deal with Tunisians first, which are not willing to take the peace deal yet. That being said, it's not far off. If we siege down these 2 provinces, I reckon, which, you know, we can just drop a siege, continue forward already. So, Tunis, are you know, still not willing to take the peace deal? But I suspect that well, especially if we get Kashaf, or Kafshah, sorry, I'm not really good at pronouncing those names. Ooh, they've got a lot of troops in here. Right, well, as soon as we get Tunisians out of the war, which they might be... Oh yeah, next month they'll take the peace deal, I reckon. We'll take Bolu first, then we can go to Ankara and seize that one down, I reckon, as well. Oh, there's a 27,000 Pretender Rebellion, causing some issues for the Ottomans. Excellent. Yeah, that's seizing all... stack wiping some of the smaller armies there. So, Tunis, are you willing to take the peace deal? You are. Could I actually also force you to annul treaties with Mamluks if I don't take quite as much money? Yeah, there we go. Now we got the coastline there. I can start converting a lot of provinces, or I can start coring quite a few of these. And now I can get the Crusade against piracy, which gives us 10% morale on navies and 15% ship trade power till the end of the game. That's quite nice. So our fleet are going to be... Actually, how is our naval morale right now? 4.6. Pretty decent, I'd say. I don't know... Like, I know that we got a lot of bonuses, so I'm guessing it's quite good. All things considered. Now we need to wait for the diplomat to return. We could probably cancel the diplomat in Austria as well to do some other stuff like this. But now we've got the fort over there sieged down, so the Ottomans might be willing to give the peace deal... or give in to the peace deal already, which allows us to start moving our troops elsewhere. Although they're not really willing to take it quite yet. Not quite yet. It's not too far off, though. Right, now the Spanish troops are arriving in the scene, so we might be able to start sending some of these down south. Oh, right, Ottomans are giving military access to a lot of nations, since they're technically speaking war allies. Wait, is Ottomans also part of the other war? No. Because they were already at war. That might be part of the reason why... Well, I couldn't even join either side, to be fair. Yeah, no, Ottomans were not part of the Protestant League. I'm going to try and break the siege in Izel. In the meanwhile, the Ottomans are probably going to be willing to take the peace deal soon. Where are you going? Okay, you're going further east. While our troops are going to go and break the siege. These are moving... Okay, they're going down this way. I don't know if they're going to try to cut down the rebellion or if they're going to try to go around back to their capital. That's also a possibility. As soon as we win this battle, that's going to give it a lot... Ooh. Okay. Took a lesson in hostile publications. We can get some more printing press. And local unrest. And local missionary strength. I think that's actually fine. We've done most of the conversions there anyway. So that's not really a problem. And now we're going to have a nice victory over here against the Ottomans. They got only a tiny army in there anyway, so... Wasn't a stack wipe, but that does give us a bit more war score. And, well, not enough by the looks of it. But the enemy is vacating that region at least. The Spanish are now arriving in large quantities to the region. We'll seize down a couple provinces in here. I suspect... No, actually, we didn't get the team war score yet. Have we not? No, we're down to 9 war scores somewhere. So there may have been a small battle that was lost. Oh, there we go. The Venetian fleet is going to be pushed out, and it's going to get sank. Or captured, or both. Well, we captured 5, and we sank... Well, they lost a lot. 9 ships at least. Let's go over there and keep on blockading. So how's it looking like, the war? I mean, right now we're actually losing because there's a lot of battles that have been lost. Small battles here and there. Again, I'm fighting against the Ottomans right now, which are still not willing to take the peace deal. But, you know, I can keep this going for a little bit longer. Although our manpower is pretty darn low. Oh, well, there we go. That's another fleet sank from the Venetians. Oh, right, that reminds me. These troops should probably go back to Tunis. And we'll send that army down here to maybe clear out some of these S-string troops there. Right, Ottomans, are you willing to take the peace deal? No, still not. I think next month or so we should be able to get that, or once we get that siege done. Admittedly, it is a ticking war score from... Or we would get the ticking war score from winning battles. But I think this is probably good enough. It's not a massive amount of land for us. But it does allow us to complete another mission. Plus we can start a bit more coring. So if we take the Latin Empire... right, so let's see. I run into rank of journalism, change to Empire, and at Crusade Country... No. We'll just stay the Dale's Walls. We'll change to Empire and we'll get some prestige. All access prestige will be each type of monarch per... Oh, there we go. Cultural Union gained. Oh, hello. So how much things do we have in the... Oh, right. Well, most of these we don't have any. So, well, the Syrians would definitely be a culture that we'd probably want to accept. And then I suppose, since we got a bit of extras in here, we can just start converting some of the provinces. But there we go. That's a bit more land. Plus, the Jerusalem Maghreb is pretty massive. So where are the claims that we have now? So we've got a few more claims over there. We've got plenty of claims in Egypt. A lot more claims into Anatolia. We've got claims in all of Anatolia and Balkans. So now we might be able to get some more land from the Venetians. And, oh, do we have a bit of... We do have a bit of extension. Although that means, oh, Corfu can't complete because of the war. Lost the Crusade, unfortunately, so that's kind of cost us a bit. But now we're going to start sending our troops back west. That's not actually contributing to the main war. Although we might have, well, there's a separatist in Corfu. Well, I guess most of the rebellions are going to be on the west side anyway. How close are we embracing the institution? We need quite a bit more money. Now, admittedly, it is probably spreading fairly well in some provinces, probably not quite as well in others, so it's a bit of ups and downs in that regard. Oh, we could actually make some more states. Transjordan and Syrian deserts. Didn't realize that we didn't have... Oh, right, we didn't have the governing capacity to do that before. When are we going to get more from the techs? That's going to be 250 at tech level 17. Right. That could be a bit of a problem. I'd say so far so good. That's at least one war out of the way, so now we're going to focus on the League War. But with that, I do realize that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.